Hi there, a question that comes up. The question is, if I'm playing a tune on a C harmonica, what happens if I pick up a B flat harmonica? And I'll explain it all in this video, so you'll learn a lot in this video. If I'm playing a tune, for example, that's the original key of the song. It's C harmonica I'm using. What happens if I pick up a B flat harmonica? So you see what's happening? If I pick up an A harmonica. What about a G harmonica? What's happening is I'm using the same holes. So this is known as a transposing instrument. Makes it very easy for us, doesn't it? Because we can just have a bunch of harmonicas and we can do the same thing on each harmonica, but it comes out in a different key. Does that make sense? So if I've got a G harmonica, I want to play in the key of G, and the note of G I use hole 1. If I've got an A harmonica and I do the same thing, the same holes, hole 1 on an A harmonica, isn't it easy? If you're a trumpet player, you'd have to be thinking, well, how many sharps, how many flats? That's a B flat harmonica right there. Here's a C harmonica, I'm using hole 1, going up to 4 and back. Here's a D harmonica. Here's an F harmonica. So hole 1 is always, with the normally tuned instruments, the Richter tuned instruments, hole 1 is always the name of the key, and it's usually printed on the side or the top. I often put mine on the top, or sometimes on the back or the side, wherever you like to keep it. It's written on here as well. Hole 1 will always be that note that's written. It's the harmonica, the design that the harmonica was built in. So your tonic note, your key note, is hole 1. But it's not only hole 1, it's also hole 4 and 7 and 10. So if you take your C harmonica and go 1, 4, 7, 10, it's the note of C, and then C an octave higher, then C an octave higher, then C an octave higher. It's quite a good practice, actually. It's not terribly easy. Here's a B flat, so I'm going to play 4 B flats in a row. Here's an A harmonica, I'm going to play 4 A's in a row. And finally, a G harmonica, I'll play 4 G's in a row for you. Quite a good exercise is trying to play the note of hole 1 and then replicate it octaves higher. And then, of course, you can do the same thing with all of the notes, can't you? So where are my notes of D on a C harmonica? 1, 4 and 8. 1, 4 and 8 is the notes of D on a C harmonica. So it's the second degree of the scale. C, D, C, D. Perfect pitch does not exist in my brain. If you have a G harmonica, so the note of G, A. So hole 1 draws an A. So where are the octaves above? Where are the A? There's 3 A's. First one's on hole 1 draw, and then the same thing, 4 and then 8 draw. Does that make sense? So on hole 1 on an A harmonica, you've got A breathing out and then B breathing in. So the notes of B on an A harmonica are 1, 4, 8 again. And so it goes. So on a C harmonica, the note of E is 2 blow. Where are the other E's on a C harmonica? 5 and 8. 2, 5, 8. So that should help you find your way around the harmonica. I mean, there's 7 unbent notes, or 7, let's say, piano white notes, and then there's all the sharps and flats. So you can do that with increasing complexity. But just start with whole 1, 4, 7, 10. That's the notes of C. So if you're playing your tune and you're playing... By the way, Piano Man and Love Me Do, they're both in my Easy Tunes course. If you'd like to learn those tunes, then we'll put a link around here and you'll be able to click straight onto that. It's free for a few days, so you can test it out before buying it if you want to. And then it's very cheap per month if you want to keep it. So that's playing it in the key of C, which it is normally played in, and I started on... So I started on 5 blow. So if I played it in the key of G, start on 5 blow again, it's the G harmonica. Gives it sort of a mellower feel, doesn't it? Actually, it's quite nice. I like that. C is very bright. G is nice and low, and then of course you've got the low key harmonicas. Did you know they make super low harmonicas? I've got a low C there. That's very, very cool. I'll play you that actually. Why not? I've got a low F. Very cool. And then a low G, which is a bit nuts. Here's the low C. Very crunchy. Here's the low F. And what about this? This is the low G. It's so low I can't even hear it. Sometimes with the low ones I like to add a bit of resonance, so a little can help. And I sometimes like to play something on a G harmonica. Adds a lot more to your repertoire, doesn't it? Actually, it's a sort of an extra 4 holes there, or an extra 4 holes there, whichever way you look at it. So this is a very cool thing to do, to play the harmonica one hand, 2 harmonicas, or 3 if you want, or 4 if you want. Looks like a corn on the cob, doesn't it? So I hope that's given you some idea of the using different harmonicas for one song and what happens when you change harmonicas. When somebody says, let's change the key to this, it's very easy for a harmonica player if you've got them all. But we don't need to do hard work, we can just do easy stuff, and you can join me on Easy Tunes if you like. I've also got an Easy Blues course. If you like blues and want to get into that, then that might help as well. Alright, links will be around here somewhere, you can just click on those. They're all free when you start, you can test them out, see if you like it. Alright, that's it from me. See you later. Bye for now.